Hello guys, I'm the Kegman. Welcome back to the Red Bull Bolton save for Football Manager 19. Obviously, if you haven't seen this before and you want to download the database yourself, there'll be a link down in the description below. And welcome back. And yes, this is a back-to-back episode. I am wearing the exact same clothes I was in the previous episode because I'm recording it literally 5 minutes after we ended the last one. Couple of things to look at before we start the game. Against Gillingham, because we do have Gillingham today. This could be a big game for us in the our 8th game of the season. I have had some data facilities added. They'll be completed soon by the end of the month by the looks of things. Junior coaching has been increased to exceptional, and the youth recruitment should now be considered extensive. So we should be getting some fantastic youth players coming in. Staffing wise, I do need to quickly just have a look at the entire lot. Now, I don't know. I don't have any under 19s or under 23s coaches. Something I will sort out off screen. I do want to make the most of our youngsters. Yeah, it's something I need to fix. By the way, I did notice that John Palmer up here, something of a bug in game. Something of a bug in game. I don't know what's happening here. I've had a look through the database to try and fix that. Doesn't affect the game, but I don't know what he's doing here. He shouldn't be there at all. But yes, Gillingham, who we have now, are 5th in the league. If we win this, our game in hand over here, you will see that we will go up to 5th in the league. We will be 3 points behind Southend and 1 point behind all of Wimbledon, Peterborough and Portsmouth. Our team cohesion isn't the best, still very, very poor. But the previous game, we did win 2-0 against Accrington Stanley, and we had 23,000 fans, which means that we're getting money in. Hopefully we will beat Gillingham today. There'll be a tough ask. We do have Rochdale after that, then Bury, so second to last and last. Hopefully we get something out of this. But let's find out what's going to happen in this Gillingham game. We'll be back just after a quick cut. I just wanted to record this bit because, well, the game crashed a minute ago and I don't know why. So I'll record and we'll be back with the game start. We won't make any changes to the team unless something happens, in which case I'll tell you. Right, so welcome back. We're going to carry on using the same team and the same formation, the butt plug. The butt plug does work, and as previously stated, it does stretch the opposition a little bit. I'm going to make a couple of changes to it real quick though. We're not going to worry about the higher tempo. We aren't going to run at defence. We're going to leave everything else exactly the same. However, Lancaster I will leave in the team for now. I had considered bringing Joel Piro or Clive Dale into the team. Clive Dale is actually really fucking good. It's just his pace lets him down. That's the only problem. But he's free and he's doing a good job in training. I'm not worried about getting the staffing for the under 23s and under 19s next. I'll do that after the episode. Let's get into it. Let's get Gillingham out of the way. Hopefully we'll sweep them aside like, well, Gillingham, I guess. But I think a good little run of form might do us some wonders, especially here if we win this game. With favourites out there? With the favourites out there? Really? Wow, okay. Keep our good form going. They did not care. Let's get a passionate I have faith. And only Badiashile cares about it. Right, lovely. Let's get straight into it with a demand more. So, as previously stated, the game did crash. I don't know why. I've been having a few issues with my PC recently. Just suddenly just deciding that it wanted to crash things and it wants to closed down. I think it's an issue with Streamlabs OBS. I don't know what's causing it. I am trying to figure it out. It's been going on for about 2-3 weeks now. It's a bit of a cause of concern. I'm assuming it's just Streamlabs because it's only been happening when Streamlabs has been open. Rispoli nearly makes it 1-0 in the second minute. That would have been gorgeous. So yeah, that's what I think it is. I'm hoping it is just that, in which case I can theoretically move everything over from Streamlabs to Stream Elements, which I don't really want to do. I much prefer Streamlabs, and it's a ball ache having to reset up everything. But if it's what I have to do, it's what I have to do. But here we go. Hanlon's going to go through. That's a nice little block there. Was that Badiashile blocked it? I think this is Badiashile. Yes. So a good little bit of defending there. Cisse clears only as far as Jakubiak. Charles Cook. Murphy steals the ball. And here we are on the counter. Cardona has the legs, beats the first man, gets the cross in. And Jack Lancaster, the man I was bad-mouthing in the previous episode, does make it 1-0 with a great counter-attack. A fantastic counter-attack, in fact. Great start, 5 minutes in, 1-0 up. And as you can see, we are now up into 5th. which is decent. Accrington and Blackpool do have a game in hand. They're now currently playing, as do Rotherham and Burton. It does look like Lincoln and Bristol have got a game to play soon. But Cisse through to Murphy to Pantich, and that's a good block there. Low to Cisse. Low again, Thiago Andre. That's a great little bit of ball. There's Rispoli, Cardona Rispoli, we'll take it. Scrappy goal. Scrappy dappy goal. But 2-0 there. Andrea Rispoli. His first goal of the season and an assist from Irving Cardona. I fucking love Irving Cardona. He's been paid huge amounts of money, though. That's the only issue of Irving Cardona. He's getting paid stupid amounts of money. Where is he? Here he is. 24 grand a week. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of money, even for me. That's like a tenth of my budget. Or it was a tenth of my budget. I mean, the budget's gone up, so I moved a lot of the money from the transfer budget into the wage budget. But I need to clear out a lot of my team. There's a lot of the team here that aren't gonna get games, and yeah, I'm gonna sort that out at some point. But here we go, Hodgson to Fuller. I'm expecting a rebuttal, shall we say, a counter-attack goal, a consolation goal at least. I'm expecting something to come from Gillingham. They're not in fifth for no reason. Hodgson, however, with a dog shit header there. Not a huge amount of players here. Fans here at the game today. I mean, it is Gillingham. But I would have thought that a team like us would have brought in a few fans, because the reputation of the club is high. It's very high. I think it's around about 6,200, if I remember rightly, which is a decent amount. It's not quite as high as Leipzig, who are at 7,150-ish. There we go. Jakubiak is offside, but it's still fairly high. Especially for League One, but I'd have thought we'd have seen a lot more of our own fans. I mean, it looks like there's more fans in our own sort of away area than it does in the rest of it, which is interesting to say the least. Yeah, I think finance is going to be an issue this year. Next year is going to be a lot better. Next year is going to be a lot better. I mean, it's not going to be an issue. We've got money. We're just not going to make money, if that makes sense. We're going to have our losses cleared by the underwriter, which is basically what's happening at Leipzig as well. So I tried to do everything I could to make this database more or less exactly the same, or this club exactly the same as Leipzig, without making them a bit too OP. They actually bring in a little bit less money than Leipzig, and they've got a lower reputation. But the prize money, once you get to, what's saying, the prize money, it's the TV money, isn't it? Not the prize money. That's going to help us out when we get to Premier League. The prize money in Germany is fucking outrageous. Have you ever seen it in game? You get £95 million for winning the Bundesliga. Right, here he is, Cardona, and makes it free. This game's put to bed, I think. Yeah, finances won't be an issue. By the way, if you don't know, this database is available for download if you're watching me for the first time. I'm more of a streamer than I am a YouTuber. But this database will be available to download. I'll put the link for it in the description below. It is using the FMI Premier League update, which I had permission for from Mott to Tan. And we've just added in this team, basically. There's been a few changes. So the majority of the database work was done by Mott, and I've just come along and just gone, boom, stamp my name on it with this team. But Mott does get the accolades and the credit for all of the hard work when it comes to transfers. But yeah, 10 and 5. This is more like it. Previous game, I was whinging about our shots on target. This is much better. Having 50% of your shots on target is good. It's good. 33% more, I think, is what we're after. Jakubiak should make it 3-1. He does not. Rispoli clears it beautifully as well. Get a, I don't know why I've done that. It's just about to go half time. I should have waited. But 10 and 5, lovely 4-2, a 3-0 away lead. Given them assertive, you might be winning that. Could all still change. Badiashile's looking a little bit stressed out. Basically don't. You want about, he can still improve. He's still stressed. That'll be fine. And we'll start the second half. We'll have a quick look. And as you can see, we are up into 5th. Lovely. And only 3 points behind Southend. Oh, gorgeous. Let's not fuck this up, basically. We do have a shout to give. Get creative. Apparently, my shout previously got cancelled. Why am I wearing these? I don't need these. I only use them when I'm doing streaming. I don't know why I've got one now. I assume because it'll look. It's not like I'm getting sponsored by Razer. By the way, Razer, if by any chance someone stumbles across this video and you decide that you want to sponsor me, slip into my DMs. I'm more than happy to. push stuff for pay. But yeah, push rope. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Right, let's get creative. And you know what? Let's go a bit more attacking. I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling it. I want to end this team. We are going to tell Mateschitz to ease off tackles, and we are going to make subs. I'm going to be using some of the younger players. So Player Marilla obviously going to come on for Danilo Mateschitz. I think we'll bring on Diego Poyet or Poyet. Ibrahim Cisse. We'll leave it like that for now. I think possibly Jamie Ward is a bit one of the older players. He is indeed. So it'll be Brockbank or Ashley Richards. Probably not Ashley Richards. I reckon we'll probably bring on Harry Brockbank. A player who's only going to be here until we get a decent homegrown player come through. He's there purely to make up the homegrown at club numbers. There's a few homegrown at club players in the team, none of whom are any good, to say the least. Stanley in Blackpool, 3-all. We're at Blackpool, 18th. Remember when they were in the Premier League? I do. In fact, Sunderland, I remember when they were in the Premier League. Blackpool, I remember when they were in the Premier League. Ipswich, I remember when they were in the Premier League. Bolton, I remember when they were in the Premier League. Wimbledon, I remember them. Portsmouth, I remember them. I don't remember anyone else. Coventry were, I think, at 1.2. I want to say Shrewsbury were in the original, or am I thinking of Scunthorpe? I'm not too sure now. Or Shrewsbury, as I got told off the other day. Right, let's bring on Harry Brockbank for Bart Schankerveld, who's looking a bit tired. We'll get back to the main game. Thiago Andre, it's a long ball across Rispoli. Anyone on the end of it? No, Marilla, however. Thiago Andre again does not make anything of it. And here is Hanlon on the counter-attack. Finds Charles cooking a bit of space. Tries to get another cross in. McKendry, O'Keefe, Georgia O'Keefe. It's not Georgia O'Keefe. Georgia O'Keefe does give it a go from the edge of the area and fucks it. It's a Stuart O'Keefe, Georgia O'Keefe's husband. Alright, get creative. Can you imagine Georgia O'Keefe? Anyone not know who Georgia O'Keefe is? Because she's a twat. And there is Jason Lowe coming in, making it 4-0 away. At the very least, having exciting games like this is going to probably bring in a few more fans and improve our reputation whilst we're at it. That's a great little header. Keeper probably should have done a bit more, but can't knock that header. You can't knock that header. When you know, you know. And he knew. He knocks it in. Right. How are we looking right now? Badiashile, are we going to get a fifth goal? Do we need a fifth goal? Are they going to get a consolation goal? Are they going to save me some money? Did test Mateschitz there. Wow, he did test Mateschitz. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think 5's going to be on the cards. I think a 4 is enough. I kind of want to concede a goal. Purely for the money-saving aspect of it. At the same time, it looks cleaner if you don't concede a goal. So, don't know. Don't know how I feel about it. It doesn't look like we will, though. But Gillingham actually gave a bit more than I thought they had. They've actually got a few more shots and shots on target than the game would have you believe. 9 and 4 compared to our 15 and 17, which means they've got a greater on target percentage than we have. Possession's not been much in it. They've committed a lot more fouls than us, though. They've committed 12 compared to our 3. And that's a great crossfield wall from Low to Rispoli. And doesn't do anything with it. Probably should have held up play a little bit. But that's fine. A 4-0 win sees us go 5th in the league. And I think that's a great way of ending the episode. I think we're going to give an assertive, well done lads. It was a nice win for us. Everyone happy, of course. And yeah, that's superb. And Cardona, I'm just going to go ahead and praise you, mate. 2 assists in that game and a goal. And let's just talk about Cardona real quick, because he is 21. He did cost me a lot of money. But 8 and 5 and 3, can't argue with that. You can't argue with that. He's at least every game he's either scored a goal or created a goal, and you can't knock that. You can't knock that. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of today's episode. Obviously, I will be live on Twitch. If you're watching this in the first few hours of this video going live, I'll be live over on Twitch with the European Pub Crawl, where well, I don't actually know, because we may have changed clubs. Because this one's going out on Friday. Previous one went out on Wednesday, didn't it? So we may still be at Grenoble, breaking the 4-4 by the way, because of the back-to-back recordings. We may be at Grenoble. I don't know how you pronounce it. The home of Andre the Giant. We are in season 8. It's a fantastic little save. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There's a link for that down below. There's a link for the Twitch down below. There's a link for the Twitter down below. There's a link for FM Base down below. My Discord, the FM Base Discord. This database if you want it. Yeah, there's a lot of links down there to look at, basically, but I will be live soon. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.